Good evening and welcome to the Magic Show, where we learn simple things which make us smart and lazy for the rest of our lives. Our normal housekeeping tips, everybody will be on mute. You can join our Telegram on, you can join our channel on Telegram. Our two basic principles: don't work hard but work smart, and knowing is not doing, doing is doing. So we must practice, practice, and practice. There is more of a demand for Excel, so we have two more sessions coming up for Excel in the next 1 month, and we have, of course, our normal productivity tips as usual. Now let us get straight into our session for today. Today is again a relatively brief session. We will learn certain tips for travel. Of course, this is not the right time to travel. We have a lot of issues as far as traveling is concerned. But anyways, for whatever it is worth, let us prepare ourselves when everything opens up and we'll be able to travel all over the world. So this is more for travel across the world, and you will learn a lot of small tips and tricks which can help us optimize our travel experience. So let's get right into the session. The first site which we will be visiting is called farecompare.com. So when you think of traveling, what you will first want to do is do your bookings, right? So farecompare.com helps you to do your bookings from any place to any place in the world. Obviously, you want to compare across airlines. We have seen earlier in flights.google.com, if you had come for that session, you would have observed that we can compare flight fares across the board, multiple airlines, and give various parameters. This is something like that. So let us see, if I want to travel from Bombay to San Francisco from July 20th to August 3rd. So I'm putting a departure date and I am putting a return date. And there is an option out here, if you see, alert me when prices change. So once I log in, there is an option to log in. There is an account profile. You can create your own account by just giving your user ID and password. And once you log in, then you also have this option to alert me when prices change. So once you identify certain flights and which you feel are optimum for you, you can always get a price alert directly in your email. So when you say find flights, what it does is it goes all over the world, identifies various options. Just now it is giving you some other comparisons also, but I'm just saying no just now. Now it shows me all the flights and combination of flights for departure and arrival, and I have selected a round trip. So it says that there is a Qatar Airways flight which is 65,574. The lowest price is always shown first. So you can select any of these. What it does is it takes you directly to the airline's website where you can straight away go and book. In certain cases there are multiple airlines. In certain cases there are airlines which are aligned to each other, United and Lufthansa, etc., etc. So if you see progressively, if you go down, the prices keep increasing. And it also shows you the website where these are available. So one option is that you go directly to the website of the carrier. If it is only one carrier, then Qatar Airways, both ways, is the cheapest. You can straight away go to Qatar Airways website by just saying select, and it takes you. So you don't have to go to multiple airline sites to find the best price. What happens is everything is there on one page, and it will take you to the airline which you choose. Okay, so now it is just loading that site. Loading results, it says, and it will show you the dates that you have chosen and the source and destination that you have chosen, and it will allow you to make a booking directly on the airline. See, this farecompare.com does not actually do the booking. Okay, they allow you to do the booking. See, now when you go there, you realize fare you selected is not available. Fare displayed below is the lowest available for your selected flight. So you can straight away go, put your name, etc., see the flight details, see what is the price, and straight away start booking your flight out here. It's very, very simple. You don't have to run around on multiple websites, etc. You will get it exactly out here straight away. Okay. Now, obviously, there are various filters, just like we saw. You can say, I want only one stop. I don't want two stops, so it will filter it out. Outbound duration, inbound duration. Then you can even select your airlines. I can say I want to see only Air India, American, British Airways, KLM, Turkish. What is better here in this site in comparison to Google site? Okay, there are various options. See, what happens is that these people, everybody has different algorithms to identify the best flights. So you have to try out multiple sites to see the best deal. It is very difficult to say that this particular feature is better or this particular feature is worse. Now see, all these booking sites are available here. The only difference, as I see it, it allows you to go to other websites which actually do the booking for you rather than just going directly to the airline in all cases. So there are options like United, there are options like Qatar Airways, but there is something called cheapticket.in. There is something called kiwi.com, budget air, trip.com. So all these options are available here. Google does not give you all these options. It just takes you directly to the website. So where you can, again, as we saw in Google, we also have hotels, car bookings. If there are any special deals or package deals, you can see them out here. So if you want to, apart from the flight, you want to find cheap hotels, then these are the types of, I think we have covered Expedia last time when we did our last travel apps. So Expedia we had covered. Travelocity is another one which is quite famous. Hotels.com is famous. So all these websites, they are all listed here. All the options are listed here so that you can select whichever you want. And they've got some 8,23,000 hotels out here. So you have a huge array of options. So you can compare the prices for the flights, you can compare prices for hotels, you can do car hire. Okay, so all the major car hire services are out here. So when you do your trip booking, you can have a comprehensive list of whatever you want to choose, whether it is a flight, it is a hotel, or it is a car hire. And then you have package deals, just like we had in earlier ones like Travelocity, we had Expedia. So you have lots and lots of these deals where It is all inclusive flight plus hotel plus transport back and forth to the hotel, etc., etc. It's just coming up. Yeah. Again, if you obviously you have to put your destination. Suppose I say Istanbul. Is there any deal for Istanbul? So any deals which are going, they will come up straight away here. It's very, very simple to use. Just put your from and to, and that's it. It directly gives you the options. There are no deals to in Istanbul. Maybe if you try some other destination, you might get, or you can see in the deals you have categories like beaches, outdoors, golfing, skiing destinations, etc., etc. And of course, you can choose by region. Suppose I want to go to South America. I want to see if there are any deals there. Mumbai to South America. It will give you multiple options and then you can select. If you are not sure, if you know the actual destination, you can just enter the exact destination. And it also gives you airline comparison tools, some travel tips, how to save, etc., etc. Okay, so this is a very comprehensive site which allows you to compare fares across the board. There is another website called, not actually a website, there is an app called Hopper. Let's see if we can just go to that and see how that handles. So let me just share my phone screen. Okay, can you see my phone screen now? So I'll just look for Hopper. So here also you can find deals for flights and hotels, but you can put something as a flight watch. So I say I am traveling from say Bombay to say Hong Kong, say. Now this depicts a lot of things in a very, very graphical way. If you see the green ones, they are the lowest and the red ones are the highest prices. Can you see how nicely it is arranged? And then it shows you which are the days when you will get a cheap option. So if you are not time bound in terms of like you don't want to visit a conference or you're not visiting any event, yeah, so you can straight away go to say August 10th is one cheap one to September 10th. These are the days on which I want to travel. It will fetch the latest prices. Yes, we can have your carbon footprint also. We'll see something like that. So current lowest price is 38,812 per travel. But if you book now, see, it gives you nice hints. It says you should book now. They have not seen a price this low in the past 7 months. So it analyzes the entire thing and it gives you this option. When should you book? Sometimes they might say you wait for a week. The prices might come down after a week. Okay. And then they also show you the price prediction. Until August 10th, prices are expected to keep climbing. Book as soon as possible. Okay. And then they also have an option to buy now, pay later. You pay a small amount and freeze the price so that this price, whatever you are seeing on the screen, is fixed for the next 14 days. If you pay 2,800 and if you don't book, of course, you lose this money. But you have the guarantee that you will get this price Now it also says if you pay 687 rupees, you can save time and fly non-stop. So watch non-stop flights only. I don't want to see all the flights. I want to. So now again same issues until July 28th. The prices may change, but it will likely cost you so much more to wait. Prices are expected to climb at least 20,000 rupees after July 29th. So they give you some basic hints based on the past experience. There is no guarantee, of course, but based on their past experience, they can give you. Now again same options, price freeze and view flights, etc. Normally Hopper does not want you to book anywhere else. They will want you to book only through them. So Hopper will be a good indicator, but normally I would not recommend that you actually book from them, but it gives you an indicator. You see the green ones, you see the orange ones and red ones. So you know what are the dates on which you are most likely to identify a good price. And obviously if you see in November, December, it is all red. Just now June, July, there are some green spots. So you can decide if you're taking a vacation, you can decide when to book your tickets. Okay. And if you go for round trip, you go for one way, you can put filters just like basic fares only, and then layovers, non-stop only, more than 4 hours, less than 4 hours, etc., etc. And then once you lock it, then it says now it is locked. It keeps on watching this and it keeps on sending you a notification. Anytime the price changes on this sector, it will keep sending you a notification and tell you that the price has changed for this particular sector. So it is a very useful tool to watch prices, and automatically it will give you guidance on what are the things it is watching. I can just say I can see predictions, and I can always, of course, I can say stop watching. So when I say stop watching, I don't have. Same thing on hotels. You can even look at hotels and look at hotel watch. Same options. Where do you want to stay? I want to go to San Francisco from say 13th to 31st, and which are the hotels available? It will automatically identify, show me the least prices, and I can again go for a watch. Okay, it is showing me all the hotels there. They have found 198 hotels, and where all you can stay here. Daily deals are there, so if you book now, you can get a daily deal, or you have various options with various hotels in San Francisco. And obviously they are showing you on the map also, so you can say which is the cheapest. Maybe something which is away from downtown may be cheaper. If it is right in the city, it may be costlier, and it will show you. If you remember, when we did Google Maps, something similar was visible to us, right? So this is very, very simple and very useful. So you can, and then automatically the watch is set. So if you say watch this hotel, automatically it will watch and it will give you the updates whenever the prices change. It may go up, it may go down. It will give you the options. Okay. So Hopper is very good to identify and get options to find out when to book and watch the price for a while. Then another great site for this is bookings.com or booking.com. Again, these are all having their own algorithms. So you might like to check multiple sites to find the best deal. Again, the same options. You got stays, you got flights. Now see it here, it is the reverse. It starts with stays. So this is very good for hotels, but it also gives you flights, and then it says flight plus hotel and car rentals and attractions and airport taxis and a lot of other stuff is thrown in. So you may want to go to a certain place and you may say, okay, what are the attractions there? Again, this is mainly for tourists. So if I say I want to go to London, what are the options in London? What is recommended? River Thames cruise, 90-minute Thames afternoon tea. Okay, all sorts of options are shown to you and you can decide what you want to do. Stays, again, the same options. You say from where to where you want to go, when you want to go. You got some deals going. How you want to see it, lowest price first, star rating. Again, all these filters are there. Check-in time, check-out time. You say I want to go from 13th to 23rd. I say search. You can decide whether you are traveling for work or for, I can say I'm traveling for work, and then you will get more nearer the business center. You'll get the ratings, etc., etc. Okay, entire places, you can get entire homes, apartments, hotels, guest houses, landmarks which you want to visit, bed preference, score. Okay, and this is customized to the destinations. So if you are going to London, then you can see there is Central London, Hammersmith and Fulham, Tower Hamlets, etc., etc. So you have the districts also, so you can choose the district where you want the hotel to find the hotels also, and of course the budget and all sorts of options are there. So you can just select your budget, set your own budget, etc., etc. Yeah, star wise rating, health and safety ratings, distance from center of London. So many options you can look at and find the place that you want to stay in. There is one other app which is also interesting, which is called Cheap Hotels, but normally it shows you data only where you actually are. But it's not so, I'm not so happy with that app, so we'll skip it for the time being. So after you do your research on your travel dates and times and bookings for the hotels and the flights, what is the next step? You will actually get your bookings done. So when you get your bookings done, do you get early days, good old days, you used to get a very nice packet from your travel agent giving you all the details of the bookings with a paper ticket, etc., etc. But nowadays all that is a thing of the past. You'll get all your bookings by email, right? Whether it is a hotel booking or it is a air booking or whatever, everything you will get by email. Once you get it by email, then you will get multiple emails, right? For the travel, for the hotel, for the excursions that you are going for, etc., etc. So this one app, which is one of my favorites, we have covered this earlier also, but it can bear repetition because it is one of the best in the industry, and that is called TripIt. TRIPIT. Okay, it's called tripit.com. It is the highest rated trip planner and flight tracker. So what does TripIt do? Let us see. What it does is it consolidates everything. So whatever bookings you have done, whether it is flights, whether it is hotels, whether it is local transport, you might have booked a local transport, you might have booked some excursions, you have everything in one place. So you handle the booking and we'll take it from there. So everything it aligns and puts it in one place. Okay. And then once it is in place, once you have put all your bookings, then it gives you helpful reminders and alerts. So you don't have to miss anything. Otherwise, typically what happens is when you go to the airport, then you'll have to search in your email, find out where the ticket is, what is your confirmation number, what is your seat number, etc., right? Now TripIt, what it does is it organizes everything in under one roof. So let's see how it works. You can just explore this. It's a very interesting app and a very interesting website. So I'll just sign in. I have my login here. I've got a paid account on TripIt, so it gives me much more. Although I have not traveled for a while now. But okay, so what happens is add a trip is very basic. You can add all the details about a trip out here. So you say I am going to a certain city. So I'll say San Francisco. I can name the trip, pleasure trip or vacation or whatever I want to say. I can put some dates. I want to take a long vacation, so I'll take a 1 month vacation. Trip description, etc. I have the option to share it with my inner circle. So I want to say that my family and my close friends should know this trip details. So automatically I can define an inner circle. We'll see as we move along. And I can share it with my inner circle, or sometimes I may not want to share. I'm taking an official trip, so I do not want to share it with my inner circle. So I have both these options: share it with my inner circle or don't share it. And I can say add a trip. Okay, so and then it gives you a very simple video on how to use this entire thing. Now see, this is the beauty of it. We are all lazy people, no? We are not interested in actually going and entering each and everything. Otherwise, it becomes too much of a pain. So what it says is already have a flight or hotel booking. You forward the confirmation mails to plans@tripit.com. Okay, so when you just forward the email, automatically it will arrange everything in various slots, your flight bookings, your hotel bookings, and chronologically it will order it. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to forward your email to plans@tripit.com. And since if you are further lazy, then you can even give a connection to your email ID, and Tripit will search in your email ID, and whenever it gets any confirmations on your flights or your hotels or anything, automatically it will pick it up. So you don't even have to forward it to plans@tripit.com. It's very useful, very powerful. Or of course, if you want to go the good old way, you say add plans. Now what all you can add? You can add flights, you can add car rentals, rail, cruise, parking, etc., ferry, etc., activities, lodging, restaurants, meetings, activities, etc., and maps, directions, etc. So everything that you have for this particular trip, you can straight away go and add. As I said, you don't have to manually add. You will be able to send all your emails for bookings directly to TripIt to a predefined address, that is plans@tripit.com, and automatically it will get aligned. Let us see if you want to do it the tough way. How are you traveling? You have your confirmation number, you have the airline name, flight number, departure date, seat number. You can edit the flights or you can allow it to pick up the flight automatically. So once you define the flight, automatically the date and time will automatically come. You can add a document. So you can choose a file. Suppose you want to add the copy of the ticket or copy of the confirmation or something, you can add it out here. And you can go on adding. And then who are going, passenger 1, passenger 2, you can go on adding passengers. If you have a travel agent, you can put your travel agency name. The beauty of all this is that once you enter it or you forward your mail, everything will be in one place. Then you don't have to go back to your emails again. Now this is the beauty of TripIt. Now let's see how, let's go back home. I will show you some past trips. I don't have any trips just now. I'll say see all trips. Oh, this trip is already created because I just tried to June 15th to July 15th. I wish I was going, but I am not. So let us see my past trips. Okay, so maybe I had one trip to San Francisco in April 2019. It was 59 days. Now see how it comes to you all organized. Once you send your mail to TripIt, then you get all your stuff organized on this date, from this to this. Your confirmation number is given, your flight number is given, departure from Mumbai, going to Hong Kong, which terminal, which gate also it will show you. If you have a pro version, 1 hour before, it will also show you the gate. When I traveled in US on this trip itself, I did not have to look at the indicators at all because everything is on my app. Automatically, my gate number, if the gate changes, it will give me an alert saying that the gate has changed. You have to now go to so and so gate. What is the duration of the flight? What is the layover? What is the connecting flight? What are your seat numbers? If you have a frequent flyer number, you can add it, and automatically it will start calculating your points also directly from the frequent flyer program for that particular airline. It will show you where your baggage can be claimed. It will show you baggage claim, where it will be. So when you land, you don't have to look around where your baggage claim will be. So it will show you on which track your baggage will come, what is the type of aircraft, what is the fare class, non-stop or with layovers, distance. If you have a travel agency, you have all that information all in one place. Booking site, if you have booked it through a particular site, so this was directly through the Cathay Pacific site. So it shows you the booking site phone number, what is the total cost of the ticket, everything is, and if you have any documents, you can attach them. So it will show you everything in one place. You can edit this. If there is some mistake, you can copy, move, share, delete, etc., etc. Similarly, now this is a connecting flight. It connects to CX870. So CX870 Hong Kong to SFO. You are crossing the international date line, and therefore in SFO you are arriving on April 24th. International terminal on so and so gate. Everything is neatly arranged. Then again on April 30th, I moved from San Jose to Orlando, so San Jose to MCO. Terminal B, gate 23, where I arrived, everything is. Then I have my hotel booking, so I have my arrive at Wingate at Orlando Airport. What are my hotel bookings? How many nights? When is the check-in? When is the check-out? Departure from there. Again, return flight to San Jose. Then again San Francisco to Hong Kong, etc., etc. Hong Kong to Bombay. Everything is in one place, and all that you see here is all on your mobile app. The same thing is replicated, so you don't have to carry anything. Everything is in one place. So this is a very, very powerful, and I can add who are the viewers. I can share the my flight details, so I don't have to send mails to everyone. So if there is any change here, a gate change or anything, all the people whom I have added here as viewers will get a notification, and they can. There is something called viewers, and there is something called planners, and there is something called travelers. So who all are traveling is one thing. Who are the viewers of this, and who are the planners? So if you have a secretary and you want the secretary to do the booking, that is also available here. Okay, are we clear on this? Any questions so far? Then you have a point tracker, so you can, all the airlines that you have, how many miles you have, when they will expire, everything is in one place. So you don't have to go to multiple websites. One time you have to log in, give your user ID and password, and then you can see how many miles you have traveled, when it was updated, how many miles are expiring, when they are expiring. So similarly for airlines, for hotels. So if you go to airlines, it will show you all the frequent flyer programs of the airlines. If you select hotel, so if you have a regular hotel card, you will get all the rewards, points, car hire service, train, cruise, credit card. If you go to cruise, suppose you are fond of cruises, so all the cruises will be listed here, and automatically your points calculation will be available. Now this is very useful. Then of course Teams is something which is little advanced, where you can, for the corporates, you can actually do the bookings in Teams, and therefore everybody will get their own booking information. There is something called a seat tracker also. So if you have a booking, then it will track seats which are empty, or track seats which are cheaper, because nowadays people charge for a particular seat also. So you can track seats automatically. Now let us go to the app also and see how the app works as far as this is concerned. One second, I'll have to again start my app. Okay, can you see my phone screen? Sorry. Yeah. Can you see my phone screen now? Yeah. So I'll go to TripIt here. Again, the same flight details, I am showing it to you. It's all out here, exactly the same as what it was on that particular page. Then on the phone, you have various other things. You have got something called alerts and updates. So if my home is 1 hour from the airport and I have to report 3 hours before time, then 4 hours before time it will say time to leave home. Automatically it will send me an alert. Okay, if there is an update, if that flight timings have changed, or if the flight is delayed, everything will come to me right here. Okay, you have no new alerts. But if there is something that is available, if my booking is on, then it will show me all the alerts and updates. Then of course the Pro version allows you to track your points, as we showed earlier. This is the same thing, point tracker. It also gives you interactive airport maps. So if you land on a very, you can just say I landed at Hong Kong and I want to know now where to go, where is my gate. So I get an interactive airport map also straight away. Okay, it shows me exactly the layout of the airport. It shows me where the gates are. If I expand it, see the gate numbers, and everything is visible here. So I don't have to look around, I don't have to see any signage. All the information is here, directions are here, and down below you also have the levels. So obviously all airports have multiple levels at each terminal. So I say I want to go to the shuttle gate departures, and then it shows me what is happening there. If I want to I want to go to a certain gate, I can straight away look up here and decide where to go. I can ask for directions. I can say I want to go to from A1, door A1 terminal 2 to I want to go to say A35. Okay, there is nothing called A35. I should know where I want to go. Okay. Including the lounges, including the this thing, and it will actually show me from where to where I want to go at the airport. Entire route is mapped out for me. So this is again very useful. How many steps, how much time is estimated, everything is given here. Estimated 45 minutes to reach this place. How many steps are there, and you can just say go and start. And whether you want to walk it down or you want an accessible, wheelchair accessible stuff, this is all available out here. So again, very useful. You can get step-by-step walking directions. Again, international travel tools, where you say I'm going to USA from India. So then what are the rules there? What is the language? What is the currency? What is the currency conversion? What sort of sockets and plugs I should carry for conversion? No vaccinations are required to enter this country. That's what it says. I don't know how far it is true, but any case. So you get some interesting travel tips. You get COVID-19 guidance, airport security wait time. So if you are landing at a particular airport and have to move ahead, it will also show you the wait time. What is the average wait time at this point of time? Alternate flights is also another interesting thing. Suppose you miss your flight is delayed and your connecting flight has already gone. So what are the alternative flights available? That is also available to you out here. And inner circle, as I said earlier, you want to define your inner circle, you want to add your family and friends, automatically they'll get updates on your trip. Then there are certain other things. You have your travel stats, you have something called carbon footprint. Somebody was asking me, Karishma, you were asking me about the carbon footprint. So total carbon footprint is this. That's equivalent to powering 6 homes with energy for 1 year. To reduce your carbon footprint, you can fly economy, take direct flights, car share, or take the train. Okay, so even that is available here. You can see how many days you have traveled, what are the trips you have taken, countries visited, cities visited. Everything, all the analysis is available out here. This is very interesting. Travel stats. Of course, and then there is the settings part where you have the language and SMS notifications, etc., etc. But the beauty of this is that it gives you a very comprehensive idea about your entire trip and your entire travel. It's a very useful tool. I would strongly recommend it. About $40–50 per year is the annual subscription. But if you are traveling even once a year, it's a very useful tool. Any questions on TripIt? Yes, so that takes care of TripIt. What else? Then, of course, all your trip is organized, everything is planned, it is all in place, and now you have to do the packing. So we have another app which is called pack point. Very interesting. So we go to, you can see my screen again, or yes? Okay, so it is called pack point. I started. Where are you going? Okay, this time I would like to go to Goa. When are you going? So I'll say I'm going in August 13th, and I'm going for 15 days, 16 days, okay. Are you going for business or leisure? So I'm saying, okay, I'm going for leisure. Then it says, select the activities that you're going to do. So I say, I'll do some swimming, I'll do some hiking. There is no snow sports there, but maybe a little bit, of course, I'll work. And of course, I want to go to the beach. Okay. And down below it says, do you want to repeat the basics or you want to use the laundry at the hotel? So I said, okay, I'll use the laundry at the hotel. And now I have defined a lot of things here. I can say begin packing. So based on the weather, based on the location, and based on how many days I am going, it will tell me what all I need to pack. Okay, so tweezers, toothbrush, toothpaste. If you want to add a new item, you can add a new item. For cycling, I might need all this stuff. For swimming, I'll need all this stuff. For gym, I'll need all this stuff. Hand sanitizer, extra battery for cell phone. How many pieces of underwear I'll require, how many pieces of socks I will require, long shorts, short socks, casual shirts, shorts, casual pants, belt, pajamas, blah blah blah. For camping, what all I'll require. And as you go on putting it in your this thing, you can just go on ticking, and the minute you go on ticking, it will go out. So you know what is pending for your packing. For hiking, what all you'll require. And you can even customize your packing template. You see this? Very, very nicely done. You can customize it. You can always change it. And then you can say, share it. If you want to share it, you can share it to your Gmail account. You can share it to your Evernote account. You can share it, create a note. All the typical options you have. And if you go to the other things, it says sync to Evernote. So automatically this entire thing can be synced to your Evernote. You can hide the checked items, or just now if you noticed, when I checked the item, it was going down below as done. But if I say hide the items, it will just vanish from here. Next time I take a new trip, it will again pop up. So I can hide the checked items, I can edit the activities. I say, okay, now I have decided all this, but then I don't want to go hiking. I don't want to take too much. So then automatically this will go off from your list. I don't want to go camping. So now all the remaining things are out here. Very, very simple to use. Yes, we used to use paper and pen and brain. Now you don't have to use brain. Your brain is outside your head. Okay, so I always say this, you use as your second brain because it is all out there, and it reminds you very, very efficiently, better than your brain, because you might forget something sometime. But with this, you can never forget anything. You can't say I forgot my toothbrush or my toothpaste. Okay, so this is very, very easy to use, simple app, just gives you a list of things to pack. And there is an option here to even connect it with your Tripit. So in your Tripit, you know that where you are going, when you are going. So then this fellow doesn't need to ask you even that. Automatically it will know, and based on the weather, it will suggest to you the clothes open sandals, closed shoes, warm clothing, etc., etc. Everything will be automatically shown to you. Okay, so that takes care of pack point, and then of course you will actually travel. So when you travel, you will need some stuff where you will be able to convert your currency. So there is a very powerful app called XE. XE is a currency converter. You just click on it, and suppose you are in a foreign country, suppose I am in Dubai, I want to know the currency. See, it shows you also, just now we are at 1021. It says that this was updated at 1021. So it's a live update of the currency. Okay. And if you say, okay, I am in a shop and I have to pay 80 dirhams for something. So I immediately see it in my all my currencies. I'm seeing it in INR. 80 dirhams is equal to 1,587 rupees is equal to 15.38 pounds, which is equal to 28 Australian dollars. So whenever I'm traveling to any country, I can just go here. I can say GBP. Suppose I want to 52. I see immediately my conversion on the top. So I don't have to worry anything about doing the conversion. Otherwise, all the time we are calculating mentally and making mistakes. Again, an example of a brain outside your brain. And you can add any number of currencies. See the number of currencies that are available. So depending on where you are going, you can select the currency. Croatian and Iraqi dinar and Japanese yen and Kazakhstani tenge and what all you have. So you have 1,000 currencies. Obviously, you don't want to see them all. So you will select whatever you want to see at a time, and you can straight away look at this. There's an interesting thing called charts. So you can see what is happening US dollar versus INR, or you want to see GBP versus INR, what is happening. You'll immediately see over 5 years, over 1 week, over 1 day. All these are all instant. Over 1 year. Okay, and you can send money. There is an option called send, but it is just now not available in India. You can't send money from this country with XE. But if you are a traveler from abroad and you have registered yourself, already have an account, then you can still use this. You can send money from one place to the other. Conversion is the major thing that you get out here. And of course, this also has its own website. So let us go back to the website. Okay, can you see my screen? xe.com, that is the name of the site. Again, the same options here. You can do the conversions, you can see the charts, you can see the alerts. Okay, live exchange rates, it keeps on changing. You can see US dollar 1, 2, everything, or you can say I want to see inverse. So 1 euro is equal to so and so US dollars, 1 British pound is equal to so and so US dollars, etc., etc. Currency charts, money transfer, rate alerts. You can create an alert. You can say if the dollar goes above so and so, just send me an alert, or if it goes below so and so, send me an alert, and stuff like that. So this is something which was interesting. I thought we could share some interesting stuff on travel apps. There is a question. I had booked Qatar Airways from Mumbai to Seattle via Doha. Unfortunately, visit was cancelled. We are planning a visit in August. What is the best course of action? So, what do you want me to tell you? I really don't know what is the question. Best course of action is book a ticket and go. That is the best course of action. I really did not understand what your question is. Would you like to ask it orally, Kiran?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Then we had to cancel the tickets.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we booked at cheap rates only. Two of us,
Okay.
me and my wife, 1,31,000.
Okay.
We had to cancel ticket. Now, what they are offering 10% discount. Again, we book with them only.
Okay. So that is the best thing, na? If you book with them, you'll get a discount, or you will even get your fare adjusted against the earlier ticket.
Yeah, I know that. But US is banned on Indians. We
Sorry,
don't know. The third wave, what will happen?
you don't know what will happen. No?
So,
Nobody knows what will happen in the third wave, and when the third wave will start and when it will end. And nobody knows.
mhm.
So, any case, this is, see, what I am showing you just now is from a user's point of view. I am not a travel agent or I am not a
Yeah,
travel
I understand that. Yeah,
coach. So we are only seeing it from the user's point of view.
right.
These are the options that you have. How you want to do your booking, how you want to compare fares, how you want to go about it, whether you still want to use a travel agent, all that is your choice, obviously. You
Right.
can't and everybody has his own likes and dislikes and capabilities and handicaps, so it is up to you how you want to take it further. Any other questions?
Thanks.
Hopefully third wave won't happen. Yes, everybody has hope. That's a good one.
Hope against hope. Thanks, sir.
But there have been very uh, big horror stories that some people have been caught midway. They are coming from US to India via Istanbul, and Istanbul, when they land, India government announces no incoming flights, and they get stranded. Their visa is expired in US. They can't come back to India. There are horror stories. People have got stuck in foreign destinations because of this COVID. So these are all very unforeseen but real instances. We could never imagine that this could happen. I am sure nobody has seen this sort of a situation before. But what has happened, any case. Yes, this webinar will be available on YouTube by tomorrow morning. Uh, Definitely all the free webinars are automatically uploaded on YouTube the next day morning. And you should be able to revise it, or if you have missed it, or if your friends have missed it, you can always ask them to go back and look at it. Okay, the YouTube link you saw, or you can go to our website where everything is available. It is called tantratech.in. So you can just visit our website. You will get the YouTube link, you will get the subscription link, you will get lots and lots more. Next week I think we do Excel. Excel, some more tricks. The people who have attended the earlier Excel sessions, I am sure they would have found it useful. Currency site name is xe.com. xe.com. Okay, so, and the app is also called xe. So you can go, I think it's available on Android and iOS. xe is a very famous currency converter. So you will get it on all platforms. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe and hope that the third wave doesn't hit. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.